you're a rugby player, kind of, we can only see you from like shoulders up, but you're definitely a
Oh,
wide
yeah.
guy for right.
Yeah, I'm 250 pounds. I'm not small.
There you go. So how'd you go? I'm kind of curious. How did you get into rugby that led you into analytical chemistry? So how did that route go in your
Let's
life?
see. So when I was in college, so I was always like a science enthusiast all the way through
Okay.
high school, and then in college, my undergraduate degree is in chemistry and biochemistry, and I was just walking through like student center one day.
Yeah.
Actually, I was in high school as a chess team captain, so played a lot of chess in high
Okay.
school and college. One of the rugby players approached me, was like, "Yeah, you're a big guy. You want to play rugby?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is." And he's like, "Well, come out." They just taught me how to play, and I liked it because I like physical sports.
Hmm.
And uh, when you play rugby, you drink a lot of beer,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what started my beer drinking journey. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I started drinking Coors Light when I was 20 years old, and I
Yeah.
thought it was great. I was 20, didn't know anything. It's fine.
Hmm. Nope. Perfect.
And so yeah, so I played for, let's see, 4 years in college,
Oh wow.
and then I moved back to Chicago. I worked for a couple of years as an analytical chemist, and then I played for 2 years while I was in Chicago for the Chicago Southside Irish. Then I moved out to Arizona to go to grad school at ASU, and then I played with I was kind of men's league at that point because I was older. I was, 26, 27, and so in grad school I started playing with the Tempe Old Devils, and then I played with them until I was like early 30s.
Wow.
And I had a kid, and when you're in your 30s playing rugby against 25, 28-year-olds, like, dude, it starts to you can feel it.
Yeah, I bet.
What used to heal in a day, and now it heals in 3 days or 4 days, or,
Hmm.
you have this nagging hamstring that takes 8 months to heal instead of 2 months, and, just the injuries, they're always there, but you just your healing period gets longer and longer and longer, so, eventually I was like, "You know what? I gotta give this up," plus then I started having kids and I got married, so, there's very few, 35-plus-year-olds playing men's league
Oh,
rugby as D2,
yeah.
that's just at the competitive level, so and like me, if I'm gonna do something, I wanna do it right. Like, you can't,
Hmm.
especially rugby, you can't go in and half-ass it, like, it's a tackle sport, like, you
Yeah.
get your ass handed to you. If you go in half-assing tackles, you're just gonna
Hmm.
get blown up, and that also means you're gonna get injured, right? You're
Yeah.
gonna,
Oh,
blow
wow.
out an ACL or something, so I had a couple surgeries, like, I dislocated my ankle,
Hmm.
broke my tibia and fibia, I have a plate in my foot, I broke my nose, I broke my collarbone, I had a torn labrum I had to have surgery on, so lots of the typical stuff, but,
Yeah.
I mean, as for rugby players, it just is what it is. If you look at, like, the pros, for example, the guys that played 20 years or, from U15 all the way up till 30, 35 years old, like, there's 0% chance they don't end up with some sort of shoulder injury or surgery somewhere in that lifespan. It's like kinda professional hockey players. They retire and then they get 4 surgeries, both hips and both the shoulders, you know? So, yeah, so I did that just because I like physical sports, I like, outside, and then you just drink a ton of beer, and when you're in shape, you're 27 years old running
Yeah.
6-minute miles at 200 pounds, it's just like I'll slam a 12 pack and not even notice it, so
Hmm.
that was nice. And then,
Yeah.
of course, one of the guys on the team owned the bar that we had our parties at, so
There you go.
that helped a lot too.